Hello family. Our movie starts with Jason and his cousin, Nick. They attend the funeral of their grandma. She died as a result of cancer. An elderly guy named Dick approaches the casket and bids farewell for the last time. He was her husband. Dick asks David, his son, to get Jason to take him to Florida. He used to go to Florida with his wife every year, but they took away his license. David disagrees with his idea because Jason's wedding is coming up soon. He seemed to be unable to disappoint his father. The next day, he finally agrees. Jason prepares to pick up his grandfather, but his fiancée Meredith is opposed to the notion. She is concerned about their wedding preparations, but Jason assures her that everything will be great. She also requests that he use her pink car to pick up Dick because they need an SUV's car for the wedding. When he comes and enters to locate him, he is astounded to see his grandfather jerking off over porn footage. After he's finished, Dick gives him a drink and pulls up as if nothing has occurred. He is a very unique granddad. They begin their journey. He likes consuming alcohol in the morning. He believes Jason should emulate him. They pause to eat. It reveals that Jason is an Atlanta corporate lawyer who works for his father's law company. Dick responds that he remembers telling him in high school how much he wanted to be a photographer and explore the globe. Jason responds that he is content with his present employment and that being a corporate lawyer is fantastic. He cuts him off by stating, "I'd rather have Queen Latifah spit in my mouth from a fucking hot air balloon." A woman with a murky name. She appears to recognize Jason when she meets him at the location. She recalls him as her lab partner in photography class freshman year. She approaches him, but she fails to get his attention. Meanwhile, Jason assumed it was a waitress. As a result, he contributes his money. Shady takes the risk of using his money to pay her requests, and then she flees with her buddies. Jason becomes aware and begins to pursue. As it turns out, he knows who she is. She was in the same photography class as him. Suddenly, Dick appears and appears to enjoy shoving his thumb up to his grandson's butt. He describes himself as a history professor at the University of Georgia and says, Jason is a time photographer who has a shady ISS buddy named Lear who is interested in Dick and offers him a cloak so he may have an affair with her. It's a revolting conversation. After that, they go their own ways. The two then proceed to a golf course, where Dick notices two gorgeous women. He invites his grandson to accompany him to those two women, and he begins to flirt with them. Jason apologizes for his grandfather's death and informs them that he recently lost his wife. He hopes they both understand why those two chose to go. Meanwhile, Dick is agitated and declares, "I want to fuck till my dick collapses." They continue their journey. Their next destination is Daytona Beach. Dick notices a number of hot chicks there. He is satisfied. It's a heaven for him by chance. They are both introduced to Shadia and her friends. It demonstrates Jason teaching Shania how to shoot a photograph maximally. Meanwhile, Dick taunts Lear and injects her with lubricant. Then two young males arrive, Cody and Bra, who attempt to trouble. Dick isn't even fond of them, and when he challenges them to a beer-chugging competition with his grandson, Dick slips a Xanax into one of the cups in the hopes that Cody will drink it. As they begin to start, it becomes clear that they drank too much without Jason realizing he had consumed a cocktail laced with Xanax. Finally, the challenge is done, and Dick is the winner as a result. That night, Jason goes insane. A drunk Jason wearing nothing but a Hornet fanny pack parties and accidentally smokes crack cocaine purchased from a narcotics dealer called. He's going crazy by the minute. Dick photographs him and attempts to assist him, but it appears that he is too high until he grabs a motorcycle and speeds away. Jason wakes up on the beach the next day. He receives a call from Meredith, who informs him that they have missed the deadline for their wedding announcement to be in time, then turns her call into a FaceTime, and their mom has also joined them, and they have a rabbi who has also joined them. During a tense FaceTime session while he's working on the vows, a youngster snatches the fanny pack and rips it off, and the kid's father phones the cops, who quickly arrest him. Dick bails him out, and Jason is furious. He is set to marry, but everything gets chaotic as a result of him, and Dick seemed to like it. Jason tries to abandon Dick in a nursing facility with his old war buddy, Smelly. He wants to ask him to join him on a crazy journey. Unfortunately, Smell only has 1 month before he dies, and he offers him a gift before they go. Dick convinces Jason to stay in Daytona until he can sleep with Lear. He only wants to fuck. His final stand is to have an affair with that college girl. Dick is able to locate Lenore. She will let him do anything he wants with her tonight. They compete in a muscle flexing contest with Cody and Bra for as long as he can. Jason follows Dick in taking off his clothing. They each begin to demonstrate their movement by pushing up with one hand. Then Jason has the bright notion to do what they used to do. He used to stand upside down on dicks as a child. Everyone is captivated by their actions and begins filming and photographing them. He becomes terrified and falls from the stage stage because he is concerned about his legal profession. That means Cody and Bra are the victors. Dick refuses to accept the truth. Then he pulls out a gun and shoots Cody in the face till he falls off and is wounded. He also snatches Cody's. Cody is in the hospital, and they have the opportunity to borrow his room. They are getting ready for the celebration. Dick and Jason go into a club, eager to party and become a magnet for all the females who spot them. They are joined by Ann and Shadowy. They drink and enjoy themselves. Dick and Lenore go crazy on the dance floor. She dances her seductive body in front of him. It appears that he is unable to make love with her since Lenore is inebriated. As a result, he decides to sleep with his grandson. Shadia invites Jason to meet her pals the next day. As previously stated, she is headed to the coast to hire a boat for the year and observe the consequences of climate change on the water. At that point, he tries to photograph her and shows her the outcome. He compliments her by stating she is attractive. They look at each other, then start kissing, but her phone starts ringing in the middle. They sing along and appear to be having a great time together. Cody arrives to sneak the drug inside Dick's jacket, who is watching them. Jason expresses his feelings to Dick after singing a duet. He realizes he has feelings for Shadia and intends to tell her the truth, canceling their wedding. Dick offers him some counsel. If you're going to be married for a long time and it's going to be difficult, it's preferable to be with a lady who keeps things interesting. Jason eventually enters Shadia's room to tell her the truth about how he feels. He gets punched by Bra at the same time. Cody does an internet search using information from Dick's driver's license and informs Shadia that Jason is already engaged. Shadia is upset with him and feels dumb since Jason lied to her. Meanwhile, Lenore is aware that Dick is not a professor, as she believes Lee, and Jason notices Dick's license. As a result, he lied to him about it. Another horrible event occurs. Jason is later apprehended with narcotics placed by Cody and Bra. He is arrested for unintentionally wearing his grandfather's jacket. Again, the next day, Jason approaches his grandfather and requests an explanation for his license, which isn't even suspended. Dick is aware if he has lied. He fabricated it all up just so he could come down there with him when Dick bails him out and informs Jason that his true motive for the trip was to persuade Jason not to go through with the wedding. Jason departs, leaving Dick alone, and drives back home, and the wedding goes well. Meredith and Jason sing along together, bringing back memories. During his wedding rehearsal, the photographs transform into embarrassing images of Jason when he is drunk. Dick, it turns out, hacks into the computer system. The last snapshot ended with a shot photograph taken by Jason. He knows his love isn't intended for Meredith and decides to end his relationship with her. Jason makes the decision to depart, and it appears like Dick is expecting him. He tells him about Shadia, who is on a bus heading west across Florida, and her boat departs in a couple of hours. Jason's father refuses to let him go, but Pam assists him by startling David. He takes Pam's ice cream truck to catch up with Shadia's bus. As she walks away, he urges her to pull over and begs her to halt the bus. He informs her that he will not be marrying Meredith and begs Shadia for. Jason and Shadia kiss as she answers that she can't remain, but he doesn't want to lose her and chooses to follow her wherever she goes, and he joins her on the bus. Dick returns to his Boca Raton home and discovers Lenore there waiting for him, with her body covered in gorgeous. Meanwhile, Bra gets ready to fuck with her here. They certainly are. After all of this, they eventually have intercourse. Jason and Shadia marry and have a baby boy. Dick and Lee have been dubbed godparents. This is how our movie ends. Leave us a comment on how you found this movie recap. See you in the next movie recap.